Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grosinger Motors Arena here in Bloomington, Illinois. We're getting ready for Bradley Hockey here on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel tonight. The Division II team taking on the Illinois State Redbirds, and it should be a good contest. Of course, Illinois State, this is their Division I team playing while Bradley has their Division II team out. We're just a few minutes away from puck drop here. Want to just give you a heads up in advance of this game. For the last minute notice. I'm going to be multitasking here, the play-by-play, the camera, and the replay system that we're going to be trying out here as well. So this is not going to be the best production, but I will do what I can. And come next Friday when the D2 team takes on St. Louis, we're going to have one heck of a broadcast ready for you. But in the meantime, Division II team starting off their season here in Bloomington against the Redbirds, as you see the Braves line up there on the blue line. And we'll give you the starting lineups here in just a minute for Illinois State, and then get you the starting goaltenders as well for tonight's game. Tonight is a very special night. We're going to pause just for a moment, and we will be right back. Very nice performance of the national anthem there, and of course a very touching tribute to Joe Olson, one of the staples in the Central Illinois hockey community, who passed away this summer, and a very nice tribute again by Illinois State with a video on the video board. And now we will have a ceremonial puck drop as well here in honor of Joe Olson. So we'll have the captains for both teams step forward for that. And for Bradley, Cole Harris out on the ice. And Robert Collada for the Redbirds. Nice job on the puck drop there. As they shake hands and go back to their lines. And we are just a few minutes away now from puck drop here at Grosinger Motors Arena. Again, Bradley D2 versus Illinois State D1. And this will be the only time these two teams meet, of course, being in separate divisions. That certainly has a factor to it. But let's go ahead and take a look at your starting goalies for tonight's game. Adam Lindemann will be in the pipes for the Illinois State Redbirds, of course. Nothing to show as far as record goals against average and save percentage. And then Devin Schneider will be making his debut tonight for the Bradley Braves D2 team. Of course, not on the roster last season, but excited to see Schneider between the pipes tonight. It's like we will get ready to go here at center ice. Again, I want to apologize in advance. I'm managing play-by-play, the graphics, such as the replay and other things, and the camera at the same time. So this may not be the best broadcast production you've ever seen, but come next Friday when Bradley takes on St. Louis, we will be at full strength as we're officially underway here in Bloomington. Jack Powerwave on with it for the Braves as it's moved all the way up the ice. And this will not be an icing as the goaltender will go back to play it for the Redbirds. Here's a pass broken up. And this is kept in. Cole Harris with a quick shot. That one fired over the top. Now some board battle along the wall here. Nate Viberg was after it for Illinois State. And now back behind the red line. Played up through center ice. And Viberg has it once again. Here's a quick snapshot kicked away by the pad of Schneider. His first save as a member of this Bradley team. Another shot thrown on net and gloved over to Powerwave on. This one now floated out through center. Bradley will make a couple of line changes here, as will Illinois State. Now back through center ice the other way. Braves will take control back behind the goal. Being tripped up there with Sam Bryant. Thrown on front, they score! Illinois State has the game's first goal early on in this one, and it is 1-0 Redbirds. So we'll see who gets credit for the goal, but Illinois State jumps all over Bradley here early in this one. And 1-0 so far in this game. Braves, though, winning the draw. And now back through center they come. This one flipped in deep, hustling after it for Bradley. And now Bradley again gaining possession here in the corner. Big physical play along the wall. Now out through center. Redbirds grabbing a hold of it. On the backhand, thrown out front again. Loose puck, they score! Once again, it's the Redbirds who strike. It is now a 2-0 game just like that. Just caught the tail end of that one. So Illinois State very quickly making this a 2-0 game. And the Redbirds looking good here early with just a minute and a half played, 18:24 to go in this first period here at Grosinger Motors Arena. Center ice face-off now taken by the Redbirds. As they'll dump this one in. Schneider back to play it. Ooh, big hit there along the boards by the Redbirds. Now kept in at the point. Here's a shot that missed the net. Another try at the doorstep. That one off the glass. Back behind the net, Redbirds pressing again. Here's Jacob Amberstadt back to the point. Didn't get much on the shot though, so it's picked up on the other side by Corey Schwartz, who will send it back to the boards. Back behind the goal again for Illinois State. Trevor Kuhn in front. Schneider got a piece of it, holding the post there, still scrambling. And now finally, we get a whistle. And see that scramble there in front of the net on our replay. Schneider able to hold his ground up against the post there. And again, I want to apologize for the poor camera quality. I'm managing play-by-play camera and doing the replay graphic stuff as well. So just kind of getting us ready. But come Friday, next Friday, when the Bradley D2 teams takes on St. Louis, we will be 100% ready to go. So back behind the goal to play it for Illinois State is Lindemann. As the defense grabs a hold of this one up the boards. Trevor Hilt throwing it up ice. This one thrown out in front, bumped off the skate there of Brooks Blackburn. Kept in, off a stick. Flutters to the corner here. Quick turnaround shot that missed the glove side of Schneider. It goes ringing around back behind the goal. Played up along the wall here. Illinois State doing a good job of keeping it in. Here's Ryan Glennon with the pass over. And Hilt with the shot. Nice save by Schneider. That's his best stop of this game so far. Let's take a look at this one on replay. And you see that wide open Trevor Hilt there. And Schneider able to get that glove out and extend it for the big save. 16:55 to go here in period number one. It's a early 2-0 game. 2-0 lead rather for Illinois State as they have controlled the tempo here early. Here's a chance again and they score. That one went right through the 5-hole and it's a 3-0 game. There's a look at Nate Vberg picking that one up right through the 5-hole of Schneider. And Illinois State has got this right where they want it. 3-0 to begin this contest here. So another center ice face-off. Redbirds taking control off the draw here. Long stretch ice pass complete up the ice for Van Dyke. And a shot that gets deflected out of play and into the netting. Again, this is the season opener for the Bradley D2 team here in Bloomington. They'll have their home opener at the Owen Center back in Peoria next Friday as the St. Louis Billikens will be in town. Illinois State controlling possession again. Corey Schwartz with the pass across. Backdoor hit the side of the net. Good passing though from Illinois State. Vberg with it again. He's already got a goal in this one. And now broken up. Here come the Braves the other way. Cole Harris with a quick shot. Nice stop there from the goaltender Lindemann. And played back behind that goal. Getting aggressive that time was Corey Schwartz. And he'll get it back for the Redbirds as they look to move up ice. Thrown right off the circle. Redbirds have it. 15:52 to go in the first. Already Illinois State, their Division I team here, taking on Bradley's Division II team, leading this one 3-0. Schneider will let this one roll off the tape of his stick as Bradley comes the other way. Nice little bounce there for the Braves as they look to move it in. Nice shot on goal, save there, again from the goaltender Lindemann. But quickly Illinois State with speed back through center ice. Here they come. They'll just dump this one in. Brooks Blackburn will play it here for the Braves. Lost it in his skates there. So it'll be picked up by the Redbirds. Now back out through center. Grabbing a hold of it is Jack Kramer. And up ahead for Resch. Schneider will let this one go into the corner. Speed up through center, broken up. Blackburn's got a hold of it again here for the Braves. Into the skates there of a defender. Bradley trying to step up on it here again. But Blackburn will be forced to just dump this one in. He'll come off for a line change with his fellow defense partner. Now back out through center. Illinois comes the other way. Amberstadt with speed trying to get around that Bradley defense. Amberstadt has it. Drops it back for his defense partner. And this one will go back in behind the net once again. Amberstadt flinging this one all the way back to the point, but nobody home, so we'll have to reset. This will allow for Bradley to get that change that they need. And the pass up for Amberstadt again through center. Nice tape-to-tape play. Trying to dance his way in that time for Illinois State was Chris Jablonski. That didn't work. Now the Redbirds flip it back in. Back behind the goal, now up to the point, broken up by the Braves. They can't quite get it out though. That was a good keep by Crossley Duckman over the top with the shot. As Schneider let that one just go by him. Right out in front again, Schneider makes the pad save off the stick there of Tyler Kuhn. Another try in front broken up. And finally, the Braves able to get this one down. That was Seth Bishop for Bradley. Kuhn able to float this one in off the stick. Schneider will lift it for a teammate there. Back across through center ice. Connor Boscassi over to play it. Mike Cavanaugh. Braves trying to keep it in. They do. Here's a quick chance off the slap shot. Good save from Lindemann, and we get a stoppage of play. This will be the first offensive face-off of the game for Bradley. Let's take a look at that one on a replay. Nice save there from Lindemann. 13:07 to go here in period number 1. Pretty nice crowd assembled over on the other side of the stands. A chance thrown out in front, rolling around. Lindemann had to fight it off, and he did. Bradley nearly had their first goal of the game. Here's a shot, they score! A beautiful shot from the point, and the Braves are on the board. It's a 3-1 game. Just caught the tail end of that play, but a beautiful shot there. And Bradley is on the board now. It's 3-1. So a little bit of momentum, perhaps, for the Braves that they need to try and get back in this game. Bradley's got it again here off the draw. They'll just flip this one in deep. 3-1 your score. Hot start for Illinois State, but Bradley has responded with a goal of their own. Redbirds now back in their own end trying to make a move. Corey Schwartz getting it back from his defense partner here. Schwartz's play was broken up off the stick there of Logan Nigg. Redbirds have it again now back through center. Here they come into the zone. Pass floated through the center ice area there, but nothing doing. Nigg has it along the boards. Here's Spence throwing that one up through center, and he'll get it deep. Brennan Peters getting credit for that Bradley goal. Nice shot from the point there that went in. Redbirds playing this one back behind the net. Mike Cavanaugh lost it off a stick there, so he'll have to regroup. Viberg flips it back, gave it away for a moment, but caught up in the skates of Schwartz. Bradley doing a good job keeping this puck deep, but they just can't seem to quite get anything on net, so it'll float out through center. So on a roll at the line and given away. Here comes Illinois State the other way. Max Pushcheck lost it. Now picked up again. Here's Resch. Nice save by Schneider. Played up through center ice. And the Redbirds will settle things down here. Bradley gets a quick change in. Schneider lets it roll off the stick. Picked up by the Braves now as they'll glide across center. Sorrentino lost it. Got taken down on the trip. No call, though, from the officials. So back comes Illinois State. Matt Resch across the line. Back in behind the goal. Push check. Had it there. Good defensive work from the Braves. Now back up to the point. Here's a quick shot into the pads of Schneider. Lost it though as it rolls up off the glass. Now Bradley able to finally gain possession as they'll attempt to push it out. This one dumped off. And off the stick of Bishop and Tuttle as they'll get a change now. 10:22 to go in the first. 3-1 lead for the Illinois State Redbirds. This is their Division I team. Shot broken up. Follow-up try. Now this will be played up the boards. Nice tic-tac passing here by the Braves as they come through center. It's a one-on-one. Tripped up on the play, and again, no penalty called. Thought that could have been a tripping against the Redbirds, but that's not the case. Back the other way it'll go. Johnny Whitelaw will pick this one up for the Braves. A long stretch ice pass off the stick there of Illinois State's Ryan Glennon. So play it back, 9:37 to go now in the first. Bradley settled down after a little early jitters. They were down 3-0 less than 4.5 minutes into this game, but they've got the most recent goal from Brennan Peters, and they've found a sense of life here in this game. Play broken up at center. Thrown out in front off the stick and then off the back of the net as Blackburn makes a nice defensive play. Spence has it for Bradley as he'll get it back for Blackburn. Now played up the boards across the line. That one's fired in deep. Corey Schwartz's pass was given away as Spence will play it here along the boards. Thrown out in front, that one missed the crease there in front of Lindemann. So Illinois State back the other way. Boscani had it there for a moment, lost it though thanks to that Bradley defense. Physicality picking up a little bit in this game. Out through center they come. Braves can't get an attack going. Mike Kavanaugh will move this one up for Schwartz. Kavanaugh again banks it off the boards, picked up by Bradley at the blue line. Now back through center, Kavanaugh and Schwartz play catch again. Nice tic-tac passing through center. Here they come into the zone. As Viberg's shot didn't have a chance there. Beautiful pass over from Schwartz. And some sticks in front there by the Bradley defense back the other way. Broken up at the line. Here's a shot that just rolls right onto the stick of Lindemann after some deflection, so we get a stoppage here with 7:49 to go here in period number 1. We're gonna have a brief TV timeout here as both teams will get to have a chance to rest, and we will be right back in about 2 minutes. Back here at Grosinger Motors Arena, it's 3-1 Redbirds as we play on here. 7:47 to go in the first period. Few early goals from the Redbirds. Braves have one of their own, and it is 3-1. That's where we stand as Devin Schneider will play this one out for Bradley. Banked off the glass. Now a nice passing setup here for the Redbirds, but broken up by Nick Sorrentino. Sorrentino had a pretty good season last year and looking to build on it here as a member of this D2 team. This one's played out through center. Across the line for ISU is Joe Parrell. Big hit there thrown. Braves take a hold of it behind their own net. Peters had a trouble there getting that one out of the zone, but now does as he'll pick up this loose change. Harris and Peters out there right now for the Braves on forward along with Sorrentino, or Tintera rather. So this one will go the length of the ice. No icing as it's picked up here by the Braves. And this will go out of play as went off of Peters after that hit. Again, if you're wondering why this camera is so shaky and the poor production quality, it's just me today up in the booth here. So I'm kind of triple tasking here between the production, the camera, and the play-by-play. So this is difficult, but I'm making it work so that the viewers back in Peoria have something to look at here on the Bradley D2 season opener. Here's Hilt stepping up. That one deflected and batted down by the Braves in front of the net. And Blackburn able to push it out momentarily, but the Redbirds regain possession. Look out, this one into the Bradley bench. And we get a stoppage of play. 6:06 to go in this first period of play. It's been a pretty good period so far for the Braves, at least the last 10 minutes or so. The first few minutes were not good at all. It was 3-0 Redbirds within the span of about 4.5 minutes. But they have settled down, found their legs a little bit, and they look a lot better than they did in these first few minutes. And so we'll see if they can keep that up here the rest of the game. Pass from Hilt. Ricochets off a body to the corner. Throwing up the boards here by Bradley. Power wave on behind the net for the Braves. Played or back into the zone. It looked like it was going to go out there for a minute. Logan Nigg plays it for Bradley. Again, Illinois State doing a good job to keep it in. This time for the Redbirds, it was Ryan Glennon. Now Bradley's got a break. Jack Power Wave on, but they're offsides. It's like Power Wave on was going to have a lane to get to the net, but they just couldn't hold up. Let's take a look at this on a replay. And yep, you'll see Power Wave on just was a little bit too anxious to get across that line. Couldn't wait for his teammate to get on side. So we'll do it again here. And off the face-off, Redbirds reclaim possession. 5:16 to go in period number one. Again, 3-1 Illinois State leading. I'm Matt Harrington on commentary for you today. Corey Schwartz playing this one through center. Broken up at the line. Braves desperately trying to get this out, but lots of physical pressure, including Andrew Van Dyke here for the Redbirds. Now Bradley finally able to grab a hold of it, or at least momentarily, as this one's turned aside. Robert Collada with the weak shot on net, turned aside by Devin Schneider. Back up to the point it comes. Here's Schwartz. Lost his balance for a minute, able to force it to the corner. Played right at the hash marks here. Physicality roughing up along the boards. Collada in there for the Redbirds. 4:24 to go in the first. 3-1. Here's a chance for Illinois State. Nice backhander and a better job of defense in front there by Bradley, and a penalty coming up here against the Braves. And for the first time in this game, Illinois State is going to have a power play. So Foley is going to go to the box here, and we'll see what the official call is. Maybe a hook or a trip, something along those lines. And a big opportunity for Illinois State to try and make something happen here. Haven't scored since the first few minutes of this game, so we'll see what they can do. 4:14 again to go in this first period. 3-1 Illinois State leading Bradley. As right off the bat, Bradley might have a shorthanded chance, but not to be. Cole Harris just couldn't get around the defender. But now picked up again by the Braves, given away though as the Redbirds come across. This one broken up. That was a good entry though by Tyler Kuhn. Back to the point for Schwartz. Here's Schwartz, that's blocked in front. Scooped up and thrown around in front. Schneider had a dangerous play in front of him, but Bradley able to move it away. Here's Kyle Tintera now back behind the goal as that top penalty killing unit is out for the Braves. Tintera's got some space to work with. Forced though outside, Tintera spinning away. Thrown out in front, intended target there broken up. Brooks Blackburn throwing it. This action all unfolding right in front of the eyes of Lindemann. Now the Redbirds will grab a hold of it here. Tyler Kuhn, the long stretch ice pass. But this is going to be an icing against the Redbirds, so it'll be an offensive draw here for Bradley. .3:13 to go in this first, and about 59 seconds left on that power play for the Redbirds.
Penalty number 98 for Schwartz, 2 minutes for holding. Penalty number 6. Kova, 2 minutes for
Turns out that there was coincidental minors on that play, so we are actually just at 4-on-4 hockey right now. That's why the open ice, you see a lot of it tonight. Big hit there along the corner. Grabbed a hold of here, and this will be a big hit there by Illinois State. Viberg laying the body there on Spence. Now the Redbirds across center. Viberg with the shot. That one caught the post and nearly made it 4-1 Illinois State, but instead we remain at 3-1. Bradley now back through center. Tintera barely staying on side, but teammate couldn't, so we'll regroup here. This one now just fired in deep by Bradley. This will be an icing as we'll go back to the other end. 2:05 to go in the first. Still 3-1 in favor of Illinois State. If you're new to our channel, we'll be having all the Bradley home games, which begin next week for D2 and D3. D2 is home against St. Louis on Friday night and Saturday afternoon next weekend. And then the D3 team will open up the following weekend against Purdue. So stay tuned, and I promise you the camera quality will be a lot better, and we'll have color commentary and replays and better graphics. It'll all be good once we get to Friday. But this was kind of a last-minute setup thing here at Bloomington, but happy to get you some sort of coverage here, even though it may not be the best. Tuttle will take the draw here for Bradley, but unable to win it as it's taken by the Redbirds. Ryan Glennon, big hit there supplied at center. Here come the Redbirds across the blue line. Floats onto the stick here of Illinois State's Max Pushcheck. Now back the other way. Physical play by Jack Power-Wavon. Big drive by Schwartz, and Schneider knocks it down, and he will hold on for a stoppage in play. .127 to go in this first period. Bradley would certainly like to keep this lead, or this deficit rather, at 3-1, or maybe even make it 3-2. They certainly do not want to give up that killer 3-goal lead here before heading into the intermission. Back up to the point though it comes. Looking at the back door, broken up by the Braves, and batted down by the stick of Tyler Kuhn, who had it there for a minute, but now played back out through center. Now floated in deep. This will be played by Bradley back behind the net. Again, good physical play. We've seen a lot of it tonight from Tyler Kuhn, who's been all over the ice. He lost his stick as it'll float through center. Less than a minute now, 47.7 as we get a whistle as Lindemann's able to hang on to it. Again, we're live from Grosinger Motors Arena here in Bloomington, Illinois. Former home to the USHL Central Illinois Flying Aces, who played here for a few seasons, but are temporarily suspending operations. They will not be playing this season here. So Illinois State is the only hockey team that's playing here. They have all kinds of concerts here at this venue as well. I know Luke Combs, country music star, will be here in a few weeks at this arena, and I'm sure that's already sold out, and they have a lot of good other concerts here too. Only about 45 minutes or so from the Peoria area. Played up across the line here by Brennan Begner. Thrown back out by the Braves. Hustling after it is Kavanaugh. Oh my, big hits applied there. Kavanaugh laid out back behind the Illinois State goal. Physical play has really ramped up here in these last few minutes or so. Schneider able to turn away the quick shot, and that'll do it for the first period of play here in Bloomington. It's the Illinois State Redbirds 3 and your Bradley Braves 1. We'll go through a quick period summary here. Illinois State had 3 goals within the first 4 minutes and 30 seconds of this game, but they have cut that deficit down significantly, and should be a good second period. Again, 3-1 is your score. We're going to take a break here for the intermission, and you might see a black screen. I'll put intermission across so it doesn't scare anybody, but we should be back here in about, I'd say, 17, 18 minutes for period number 2 of this contest. Only goal so far for Bradley was scored by Brennan Peters, and that made it a 3-1 game. So again, 3-1 lead for Illinois State. I'm Matt Harrington, live from Grosinger Motors Arena in Bloomington. We'll be back for the second period. Welcome back to Grosinger Motors Arena here in Bloomington. It's time for period number 2 of the Bradley D2 game here against Illinois State. This is, again, Illinois State's Division I team. You may be wondering, oh, why is Bradley trailing? Well, they've got a pretty good opponent here in this Illinois State D1 team. It is a 3-1 lead for the Redbirds as we begin period number 2 here in Bloomington. Thanks for joining us here on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel. It's been a much better game here for Bradley from the last 15 minutes on here. The first 5 minutes they let up 3 goals. Since then they haven't let up any, so a much better job defensively here from the Braves as Brendan Peters looks to play it along the right wing here to begin the second period. Redbirds now have it out through center. Peters will fire this one back in, delayed offsides, so the Braves will have to tag up. Quick change by the Bradley bench. Stepping up to make the play there. And this is put in deep. Big collision there, frees up that puck for the Redbirds as they move up ice. Into the zone it goes for Joe Perrell. Power wave unable to make a hit and free that puck up for a teammate up the ice. Pass right in front of the Bradley bench, and Illinois State's defense will regain possession. Flipped up through center, dumped in. This one rolling around, nice bounce, and we've got a penalty coming up here, it looks like, or a delayed offsides, one of the two. I think we're gonna have a delayed offsides. And that is indeed the case. So face-off will just be outside of the Redbird offensive zone. 18:44 to play here in the second, just getting underway here for the second period in Bloomington. Off the draw. Nice pass from Duckman, and it'll be dumped in. Schneider playing it back for the Braves. Pass was broken up. Now Bradley's potentially got an odd man rush the other way. It was broken up there for just a moment, and we will have an offsides against the Braves, so face-off will be just outside of the zone. 18:22 to go. This is most likely the only road game for Bradley that we're going to stream all year, but we will have all the home games for you here, which will be at the Owen Center back in Peoria starting a week from tomorrow, as the Braves will host the St. Louis Billikens. That'll be a Friday night game and then a Saturday afternoon game. Redbirds having along the wall. Duckman digging in there. Now finally able to push it deep was Kyle Hilt. Back along the boards. Bradley will take possession again here. Batted at, but nothing doing there. 17:44 to go here in the second, just getting underway. Braves will attempt to play this one, but it's kept in at the line by Duckman. His shot will go high off the glass. Redbirds get it again here. Back to Duckman. Duckman looking for a lane. I think Schneider just got a piece of that one. But Redbirds able to hold possession and keep this puck moving here. Gave it away. Bradley comes back the other way, and they will float this one out through center. Some line changes now for the Braves. Big drive into the offensive zone off the glass by Glennon. And again, back out through center, Redbirds repossess. Fired in here by Kavanaugh. Schneider out to chase this one off. Got bumped there for a minute, and now Illinois State back with it. Here's a drive, blocked in front off a Tuttle. And reaching to keep this puck into the offensive zone was Amberstadt. Amberstadt now back to the point. Big shot. Schneider off the chest, rolling around in front. They score. I believe this one went off of Amberstadt in front of the goal, and it's 4-1 at Redbirds. Just caught the tail end of that one on a replay. But Illinois State makes it 4-1. First goal given up in almost an entire period here for Bradley. But a big goal nonetheless for the Redbirds. Gives them a 3-goal advantage once again. It was 3-0 earlier in this game. See if Bradley can respond here with a goal of their own. Something was going on over there at the Illinois State bench. I saw the head coach go back to the locker room for a minute, and obviously something's going on there. You can see that tunnel right there. That's where he went, and now looks like they needed a new puck, and that's what it was. So it looks like we're ready to play now finally after the Illinois State goal. Again, 4-1 lead for the Redbirds here early on in the second period. Off the draw, Braves win it. Through center, Kyle Tintera with a quick shot, no problem, by Lindemann.
Redbird goal scored by number 15, Tyler Kuhn, assisted by Jacob Ampersad.
Look at this replay, Tintera, nice shot there. Looks like Tyler Kuhn gets credit for that goal for Illinois State. Now Redbirds win it here on the draw. Mike Kavanaugh looking to move this one up and does so. Tape-to-tape passing as it's chased after here by Robert Collada, the captain of this Redbird squad, who was out there for the ceremonial puck drop in honor of Central Illinois hockey pioneer Joel Olson, who passed away this summer. Very nice tribute by Illinois State before the game. Here they come again. Collada into the zone as he's knocked off there by a Brave. Now Blackburn's got it. Thrown out through center and dumped in there by Peters. Top line for Bradley comes off, and that second line will come back on the ice as we'll have an offside call here against the Redbirds. A chance for both teams to get some rest. 15:48 to go in the second.
That was goal number 4, folks. Everyone in attendance, take your ticket to Hardee's and get a free little thick burger. Stop by Hardee's before or after the game for a charbroiled beef thick burgers and for the chicken tenders for satisfying.
Face off here just outside of that offensive zone for the Redbirds. And they'll get it deep. Braves looking to play this one up the boards. Off a stick, and it'll float through center. Almost picked off there by Bradley, but now back in. Good job by Ryan Spence and Logan Nigg to apply the pressure. Kept in at the point. Here's Blackburn. Just missed the net there. Along the wall, and now back out through center. Blackburn's going to get there in time for the icing. So an offensive zone face-off here for Bradley. 15-17 to go in the second period. 4-1 lead for the home team, the Illinois State Redbirds. Again, this is their Division I team. Last year, Bradley and Illinois State's Division II team played a couple of times and had a really, really good game, which was the last home game of the season for Bradley. Blackburn with the shot on. Nice save. Rebound. Held on to by Lindemann. Let's watch this one again. Lindemann able to make the save. A little bit of extracurricular activity in front there. But no problem. Going back to that game, though, last year, that the D2 team in Illinois State's D2 team played in a very good 4-3 shootout game, which Bradley ended up winning. It actually had a big impact on the seeding for the MACHA tournament in Springfield as Sorrentino gets laid out there on the physical play. And now Illinois State's got a 3-on-2 the other way. Here they come across the line. Drop pass, save by Schneider. Very good job stepping up there by Daniel Sarnecki. And we'll see, there's that pass to Sarnecki, and no problem for Schneider, who has looked pretty locked in this one so far. 14:53 to go here in the second. Off the draw, Redbirds win it again. Off a skate, now back down low. Nice stick work in front to clear it out there by Bradley's Wes Straker. Redbirds will regroup here at center, off a stick. And a nice maneuver into the zone. Here they come. Here's Brennan Begner, missed the net there. Bradley grabs a hold of that loose change. Here's Kyle Tintera out through center. Pass up across. Brennan Begner getting another chance here for the Redbirds. Shot attempted by Sarnecki, broken up and lost at the blue line. So they'll regroup. Thrown in deep here off the stick of Crossley Duckman. Redbirds looking to set up in the offensive zone, but Bradley doing a good job of forcing them to the outside here. Nice open pass, rolled right off the tape there of Corey Schwartz. Now Schwartz gets it back, and Schneider caught a piece of it. Back around the other way. Shoved up there along the boards was Straker. Here's Chris Jablonski making an open pass. The shot from the point, sticked away by Devin Schneider. Back up to the point again. Across it goes for Mike Kavanaugh. Tipped in to avoid the pressure there from Peters. It's that top Bradley offensive line out right now, but they're not getting any puck luck here as it's been stuck in the Illinois State zone for a while. Kavanaugh cycles it back near the hash marks and finally flung out of there by the Braves. So it'll be tip, no icing. Now finally that top line can get some rest here for the Braves. Kavanaugh again plays it back behind the goal. Look out, Bradley looking to make some offensive waves here, but they'll have to regather it here at center. Dumped in. So it'll be played here at the line. Whitelaw just able to grab a piece of it there. Now here's Seth Bishop. Bishop behind the net for the Braves. Moving on up from that D3 team last year where he was one of the top offensive contributors. Now the Redbirds come the other way. Slowing the tempo down is Schwartz and gets it over. On the backhand, able to slide it across the crease. Schwartz again has possession. Back up to the point it goes. Moving in off a stick, and Schwartz has it again. Schwartz with a lane, right on, loose change. And the referee blew the whistle because he lost sight of it. But that would have been a big rebound chance there for the Redbirds. Let's take a look at this one again, and you might just be able to see it was cleared out of there by the Braves. .11:58 to go in the second here. Redbirds on the draw again. Samelli just missed his shot there. So it'll go back up to the point. Along the hashes. Dumped back deep by Andrew Van Dyke. Big hit along the wall as Collada went down for the Redbirds. Bradley back the other way. Here they come. It'll be a 3-on-3 as they enter into the zone. And that's Spence and Nig at the forefront for the Braves. Nig on it, but lost it as it's taken away here on the stick of Salemi. Long pass on the tape. Here they come. Here's Andrew Van Dyke. Broken up. Nice defensive play by the Braves. Blackburn had it on his stick there for a moment as he'll join in on the frenzy back behind the goal. 11:10 remaining in the second period. Redbirds again rolled off some sticks as it deflects back to the hashes. Blackburn and Power wave on back behind the goal for the Braves, able to work it here. Viberg in there as well for the Redbirds, who's got a goal tonight. Viberg now pinned up along the boards by that Bradley defense. Thrown out in front. Great save by Schneider, and he hangs on. My goodness, that's his best one of the night so far. See if we can catch this one on replay here. That puck was loose in the corner, then it was picked up right in front by the Redbirds, and Schneider extends that pad. And a terrific stop, his best one so far of this game. Keeping this game at 4-1. Well, off the draw, Bradley finally able to win it here in their defensive zone as it's Wes Straker. And bumped out of there for a minute. Braves trying to grab a hold of it. They can't. Redbird attack is thriving again here as it's Glennon. Lost at the line. They'll regroup at center as it's Crossley Duckman. Tipped in just off the tape there of Illinois State. Broken up in front. Braves trying to get it. Big hit there laid by Joe Perrell. And now Bradley will try and get it out once again. Lunging to make that play, but unable to do so. Now finally Braves able to get it out through center. Hitting up right along the wall there. Good physical presence from Max Pushcheck. Braves again through center, but they gave it away. So go right into Glennon's hands. Back the other way. And we'll get a whistle here. 9:48 to go in the second. We're live from Bloomington, Illinois, here at Grosinger Motors Arena, home of the Illinois State Division I team. Again, this is not Illinois State's Division II team that played Bradley so well last year. This is their Division I team, and they have certainly looked the part here as it's 4-1 in favor of the Redbirds. And this is the Bradley Division II team. D3 team will be making their home debut on Friday, September 21st. That will be against the Purdue Boilermakers when they come to town. And we'll have that right here for you on the YouTube channel as well. And then, of course, when D2 opens at home next week against St. Louis, we'll have those games as well as we get an icing call here against Bradley. So that will send the face-off back into the Brave zone. Again, if you're realizing why the camera's shaking so much and the poor production quality, it's because I am doing play-by-play camera and the graphics. I'm a triple threat here tonight by myself up here in the booth. So we're making it work so that the fans can get a glimpse of this Bradley team here on the road. This one will get back past the Illinois State defense. And now played up by Tintera. Here's Tintera, scores! Tintera just got it to sneak through the glove, and once again Bradley makes this a 2-goal game. So Tintera gets the second goal of the game for Bradley, and all of a sudden Bradley has made things interesting once again here. So 4-2 as we continue play here in Bloomington. Nice tape-to-tape pass across center as Illinois State looking to get their 3-goal lead back. And another try. Schneider makes the save. No problem at all there for him. Gotta say, Schneider's looked pretty good here after starting out a little bit slow. As you see Schneider making the save there. Gonna get a quick TV timeout here at Grosinger Motors Arena. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Back here in Bloomington, a 4-2 lead for Illinois State here as we continue play. We're just a little bit past the halfway mark of the second period, 9:02 to go. As Bradley tries to climb their way back in this game here against Illinois State's Division I team. Good test, though, for the Braves here in terms of where they're at with this Division II program. Thrown out in front. Schneider makes the save there. And again, throwing out dangerously out in front. Bradley able to finally move it up as Seth Bishop gets shut down there along the blue line. Tuttle plays it off the glove, and then able to make the play is Lindemann. Thrown back around. Lindemann will just let that one float by him. This one will go down the length of the ice for an icing against the Redbirds. 8:28 to go in the second period of play. So faceoff will come to the other end. But when I was mentioning about this is a good test for Bradley to see where they're at with their program, you may remember not too long ago, Bradley just had a D3 team. And then they got that D2 team, and they've been performing pretty well at this Division II level. So maybe in the future, not sure when, but definitely a chance for a D1 team someday. Who knows when that'll be, but always a good chance when you can play a D1 opponent. Here's a shot from the point that's turned aside by Lindemann. Bradley getting some good offensive chances here. Illinois State finally able to push it back up to the point, but the Braves keep. No, they do not, says the official, as it looked like Wes Straker just couldn't keep it in. 8:02 to go in the period. 4-2 is your score in favor of the Redbirds. And a good one so far. We sure hope it will continue that way. Now here's a break the other way as it bounced off a body. Here's Van Dyke. Cut off. He'll slow things down. Big windup from the point. Save there by Schneider. Bradley back the other way. Nig completes the pass to Ryan Spence. Here's Spence through that one intended for Logan Nig. But now back the other way come the Redbirds. Across the line, here's Van Dyke, who had a chance earlier. Broken up off the stick. Spence lost it. Now Whitelaw finally able to keep it. And bounced out of the zone there by the Braves. Loose change picked up at center ice by Viberg. All kinds of bodies at that line on the delayed offsides. And now Ryan Spence grabs it again. His shot broken up. Too many Redbirds in the way there. Back they come the other way. Shot on goal. Or blocked rather by the stick of Wes Straker. Resch behind the ISU goal. Sorrentino trying to lift it out, can't do so. Picked off here by Van Dyke. Now played back behind the goal. 6:40 to go here in the period. 4-2 lead for Illinois State. Bradley desperately trying to work this one out as it goes to the tape of Sorrentino. So glide right across that blue line with the puck. Sorrentino able to poke it down low. Sorrentino bumped off the puck there. That'll create a Redbird chance the other way. Joe Perrell into the zone. Perrell's got it on the tape. Nice feed out in front, and that one, I think, got a piece of the post there. And Bradley unable to get it out. Again, nice physical play there, this time by Max Pushchek. Big hit there along the wall. Bradley again can't get it out. Thrown to the other side of the rink. Mike Cavanaugh will fling it back the other way. Joe Perrell in there as well for the Redbirds. Bradley having a little bit of miscommunication here as they try and clear this one out of the zone, and now they finally do so. This will not be an icing as it won't have enough juice to go all the way down. Cavanaugh makes the play. Throws it on net. Schneider easily, though, able to scoop it up for the whistle. 5:24 to go in the second period. 4-2 Redbirds leading this one. Bradley was down 3-0 in this game, but they've got 2 out of the last 3 goals to make this thing a little bit more interesting here in Bloomington. Here's Brooks Blackburn behind the net now for the Braves. Going to move this one up ice. Broken up. Blackburn had that one pickpocketed. Here come the Redbirds. Pass across. Nice job in front of the net there by the Bradley defense. Given away to Kyle Tintera. Tintera now looking for a passing lane. Lost it. Look out. Bradley's got a chance here. Still digging in front. They score! Great job to stick with it, and Bradley is now within 1. Poor job on the camera work by me, I apologize, but Bradley able to find a way to dig it out in front of the net, and they now have got this game within 1. Great start, as it looked like this game was going to be a blowout from the beginning, but they've clawed their way back into it, and it's a 4-3 game. So the Redbirds win the draw. Peters getting credit for the goal. That's his second of the game. Delayed penalty, though, coming up here against Bradley. And it looks like it's going to be an elbowing call against the Braves. And so that will send Illinois State back to the power play for the second time tonight. Cole Harris will take a seat. He's a big guy that would typically be on the first power play unit for Illinois State. So he's certainly not one of the guys that you want to have in the box on a penalty kill, but that'll be the case here. 4:34 to go in the second. Man, right off the draw, Schneider will just snag it, so we'll do it all over again. Harris again for elbowing there. 4:30 remaining in the period. Off the draw, Braves win it again and not able to get it out. Good keep. Stepping up, that one caught a piece of the post there on the shot from Corey Schwartz. Redbirds again, Schwartz with it. Nice passing here as he works it across for Andrew Van Dyke. Down low to the corner. Viberg pass across off a skate. Bradley trying to buy some time here as Viberg hangs on to it for the Redbirds. Now back up to the point for Schwartz. Back across it goes. Schwartz looking for that one-timer. Good save by Schneider. And grabs a hold of that rebound for the whistle. You can see Schneider able to juggle it a little bit there and keep a hold of it. 1:22 left on the power play as Kalata will be centering this second unit now for this Illinois State power play. To the point it goes now. Nate Viberg still out there along with Corey Schwartz. And gave it away, and that'll be an easy clear here for the Braves. So instead of taking that risk of going up the ice, it turns out that Tintera will just let that one be as Kalata comes back into the zone for the Redbirds. Now down low. Spinning away from the pressure there is Trevor Hilt, who's been good offensively in this one. Stick handling at the point, big drive, and that one bounced way up into the air off some bodies. And able to be kept in here by the Redbirds. Funny bounce, goes right to a Bradley defender, and down the ice it goes. 3:03 to go in the period, and 27 on the power play here for the Redbirds. Nice pass, but they are offsides. And Illinois State wasn't happy about that one. I think Hilt thought he was onside, but not the case. 22 to go on the power play. And looks like we're going to have a penalty here against the Redbirds. Not sure what it's for, but Van Dyke's going to the box. And so get a 4-on-4 action here. But then Bradley will get their power play chance. So face off in the Bradley offensive zone because of that penalty. And in 22 seconds, Bradley will get a power play of their own here, but for now we're 4-on-4. Redbirds, big hit laid there by Ryan Spence. And Brooks Blackburn, power wave on back to Blackburn here. 7 seconds. We'll get ready to put that Bradley power play graphic here on the screen for you. As there we go. Blackburn into the zone. Too many men on the ice was the call for, oh my, big hit there for the Redbirds as Blackburn went down, thrown out in front. Big chance for Bradley to tie this one up here on the power play. Sorrentino deflected wide of the net as it went just off the stick there of Cole Harris, fresh out of the penalty box for the Braves. Harris picking up that loose change. Let's see what they do here. Harris to Sorrentino in front, rolled off some skates, and back out through center the other way. And Power Wave on will have to hurry here. Schneider pushing it to the corner. And almost a penalty there for Bradley. They're lucky they didn't get an interference. Sorrentino kicked off the skate there of Peters. And Blackburn regains possession. Back in behind the Illinois State net. It's picked up by Anthony Salemi, who will fling it back down and kill some more time here. Minute 34 to go in this second period, but Bradley is on the power play here. And I wish I could tell you how much time is left, but it's impossible to read the scoreboard because of the bright red background, so apologize for that. Stepping up here to make the play. Nice job by Whitelaw with the shot. Scores! This game is tied at 4 as Bradley scores on the power play. Great job to keep the puck in there by Johnny Whitelaw. And we got a tie game, folks. Bradley has fought all the way back from 3-0 to make this a 4-4 game. And we are in for an exciting third period, but we still have a minute 14 to go here in this second period of play. So for the first time this game, since the puck drop really, we are back to an even score. Off the draw, Bradley wins it again. They almost gave it away though. Good job to keep it in. Now played by Illinois State, Corey Schwartz with it. Logan Nigg's going to get credit for that goal for Bradley, as they'll continue to milk some of that clock off here before the period and try and get this one in to a tie game. But here's a chance for the Braves. It's a breakaway. Now back for Harris. Save there. Nice job by Lindemann to fight it off. That was Tintera and Harris in on the play. Now Tintera with a quick shot. That one sailed over the top. This game has got some life to it now as the Braves are fighting their way back in. 30 seconds to go in the period. Thrown out in front, fought off by Lindemann, and he will hang on. But my goodness, Bradley has some renewed energy in this game. Just a tail end look there at that replay. This is going to be a fun final 26.3 of the period. And we got a good third period coming up here for you as well. See what Bradley can do here. They've got an offensive zone draw as it's won and played back behind the goal by Seth Bishop. Bishop and David Tuttle in there for Bradley on offense. Now played up the boards by the Redbirds. They'll have one last chance to make something happen. Stepping up at the line to dump this one in. As Bishop will play it. Tries to chop it in on net. And that will just about do it here for the second period of play. But the Bradley Braves have fought all the way back from 3-0 and 4-1 deficits to even this game at 4. And if you're Coach Brian Hamilton and the rest of the Bradley Braves, I'd be pretty excited about this third period coming up. It's 4-4. Great comeback by Bradley, and they will look to try and finish it off here in this third period. We're going to have a good one, but for now we are going to head to intermission here at Grosinger Motors Arena. Bradley 4, Illinois State 4. And again, this is Bradley D2 and Illinois State's Division I team, so it's been a good comeback by the Braves, and we hope you can join us for this third period in Bloomington. I'm Matt Harrington. We will be back here in about 16, 17, 18 minutes for the start of period number 3. Welcome back to Grosinger Motors Arena here in Bloomington, Illinois. It's time for period number 3 of a tie game here between the Bradley D2 team and the Illinois State Division I team. It's been a heck of a comeback employed by the Braves here. And it's been a really, really fun one to watch. And we will see if Bradley can potentially pull off a huge upset here at the Grosinger Motors Arena. It's been a good one. Bradley was down 3-0 and 4-1, but they have fought their way back into it, and it's going to be a good third period. Face-off will be at center ice, and we'll see that Sorrentino line out there for the Braves. Devin Schneider has had a big part in this game for the Redbirds, or excuse me, for the Braves. He's got 26 saves on 30 shots, and he's been good, locked in, especially after a rough first few minutes. And here we go, period number 3 underway in Bloomington as the Redbirds have a chance early on in this one. Here's a backhander kicked away by Schneider, and Sorrentino will make the pass up across the red line, but quickly fired right back in as Brooks Blackburn plays it. Tie game here. Braves have fought off a couple of 3-goal deficits to even this one up. And they certainly are not going to go down without a fight here, as they are, no question, the underdog in this game. As Spence unable to keep it, this will go down the length of the ice, but it will be an icing against the Redbirds, so we'll send it back to the Bradley offensive end. We've played about 40 seconds in this one, 39 to be exact. 4-4 tie game here in Bloomington. Again, this is the season opener for the Braves, and they will return home on Friday to take, or excuse me, next Friday, the 13th, to take on St. Louis. We'll have that game and the Saturday game against St. Louis on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel, and I promise we'll have better camera quality and better production. As you'll notice the camera all over the place, that is because I am managing the play-by-play camera and changing the graphics and stuff as well. This was kind of a last-minute thing that we put together here, and unfortunately I'm really the only one here who was willing to make that commitment to be here for you guys, so happy we could get this game on, and it's turned out to be a good one. Redbirds with it now in the offensive zone, broken up, and it'll be played here by Stalzer. Thrown up through center ice. Redbirds grab possession and flip back in deep. Logan Nig will take it here for Bradley. Back behind the net. Nig will throw this one into center ice. Jack Kramer throws it off the stick of Schneider as it rolls right off the tape there. Now Bradley has a chance to regroup, but they are unable to get it out. Now grabbing a hold of it for the Braves. Nice little move there by Cole Harris, fighting his way into the offensive zone. Harris throws it out in front. Tintera the intended target there, but reversed by Illinois State. Andrew Van Dyke, who's been good offensively in this one, rolling around dangerously out in front of that goal in front of Schneider as Whitelaw grabs it now for Bradley. Offside, so Bradley will have to tag up here. Collada grabbing it. 17:43 to play in this final period. We're all knotted up at 4. Collada bumped off the puck there. Whitelaw in there as well. Collada fidgeting with the puck here. It's going to escape that blue line. Tintera grabs it as Bradley will regroup. Illinois State getting a quick line change in. Seth Bishop gave it away, but some good backup there to clear that one out. Passing across to his defense partner there was Corey Schwartz. Hilt gives it away right at the blue line. A lot of giveaways for both teams as passing has been hard to come by. This one tipped off the stick of Bishop and an icing. Bishop arguing with the official that he tipped it after the red line, but it's not going to matter as it will come back the other way for an icing against the Braves. Just under 17 minutes to play here in this third and final period. Off the face-off, taken by the Redbirds here. Job by ISU's Connor Bosacki to play it. Thrown out in front. Look out. Schneider had to slide across as it went off of defender's skates. I believe that was Tuttle that it went off of. And goodness, a very, very scary chance for Illinois State there. So face-off will be to Schneider's left. It's probably the best chance that either team has had this period so far. As engaged in a battle here in the corner, Bradley finally able to move it up ice as this one will roll off the skate. No icing as it goes off of Sorrentino. He lays the hit, can't grab the puck in the same process though as the Redbirds will move it up. Hilt right on the hash marks, plays it up through center. Nice pass across for Connor Bosacki. Broken up, Sorrentino let that one glide right through the stick. And now Bradley comes back the other way, perhaps a 3-on-3. Seth Bishop involved there as well. Along the boards it comes for Kyle Hilt. Redbirds moving it slowly, taking their time here as they break this one out. Hilt tips it through center, nice job as that will allow for a Redbird change. Jack Power wave on along with Brooks Blackburn now playing it for that Bradley defense. 15:46 to go in a tie hockey game here at Grosinger Motors Arena. It's been a very good comeback here for the Braves, down 3-0 and 4-1. And they're looking to pull off a massive upset here against Illinois State, but long way to go. Still 15.5 minutes. Redbirds across the line. That one just rolling right off the stick there of Amberstadt and into the corner. Amberstadt trying to dig it free as he battles here with Ryan Spence. Spence out through center, avoids a big hit, and he'll just dump it off to a teammate. Across the line they come. Big shot there, turned aside. Linneman just got a piece of that one. Broken up, kept in by the Braves. Here's a shot blocked, and Redbirds reverse the other way. Here they come into the zone. Matt Resch getting that one across, but it went off a skate. Bradley reverses the other way. Into the zone, quick shot, no problem for Linneman to make the play. And we get a whistle here. 14:48 to play in the period as we'll take a look at this replay one more time. A little bit frozen. Here we go. Quick shot there. No problem for the goaltender Linneman, who's been locked in. So offensive zone draw here for Bradley. They haven't had a lot of them this game, but they've been pretty good on them. Redbirds making their way up the ice here though. Pass across the boards comes from Max Pushcheck. Forced back in deep by Kyle Tintera. That's that top line out for the Braves, who have been good tonight. Harris back to the point. Here's the shot. That one got blocked in front by Tintera and a Redbird who were mushed together. Redbirds reversing the other way. Broken stick. And so that'll thwart that Redbird attack. Bradley's got a chance offensively the other way, but they'll instead elect to change. Whitelaw played it up the boards. Redbirds coming back the other way. Whitelaw muffling that one up through center. Intended target there. Didn't find the puck. Tipped at. Lindeman will let this one float right by him behind the goal. Tuttle in there on the forecheck for the Braves. And a nice little backhand gesture out through center. Here's a break for Illinois State. And it's sticked away by Schneider. Tremendous stop, keeping this game tied at 4. Schneider is locked in right now for the Bradley Braves. Redbirds now back through center, looking to make another offensive rush here out of something here. Jack Power wave on in the mix as well. Redbirds still have possession. This one floated to the corner right off the broken stick. Collada with it now, the captain for the Redbirds. Back up to the point it comes. Sent back down low by Corey Schwartz. In there behind the net is Andrew Van Dyke. Up to the point now. And this one will go back deep again. Power wave on, supplying the body. Defense change for Illinois State as they'll continue to apply the pressure here on Bradley, who's been stuck in their own end for a little bit. Sorrentino with the stick lift. And power wave on is unable to get that out. Looked like he was going to, but gloved down at the point nicely. Here's a chance at the back door. Thrown in front, and it's sent over the top right off the stick of Andrew Van Dyke. Good chance for the Redbirds, but Schneider's been looking good, and the Redbirds haven't been able to hit the net. Now here's a chance thrown out in front. Power Wavon got a stick on it. Tuttle was looking for Bishop up ice, and he thought he was going to get the puck. Now back into the offensive zone it comes. Nice job by Corey Schwartz. Looking for the redirect that time was Van Dyke. Thrown out in front, and it missed over the top again. Redbirds with all kinds of pressure here on Bradley. They need a change badly here. Redbirds still have it in the offensive zone. Now back up to the point off the stick of Schwartz. It's a loose break, and now it might be a chance for Bradley, but they're out of gas. Here's a breakaway, and it missed the net. That was Sorrentino who had the chance, but Bradley desperately needs to get a change, and they can't get one. Here's a break the other way for the Redbirds, and that shot sailed over the top of Schneider. And Schwartz lost it. All kinds of bodies over the ice for Bradley. And looks like most of that offensive group has been able to get off, but that Bishop group was exhausted, and you can tell on the breakaway they had no gas left in the tank. 11:23 to go. Braves across the line, able to push it in deep, but it's picked up by Ryan Glennon. Back behind the goal. Nice hit there. Braves trying to get this one. Played back in behind the goal. Illinois State desperately now trying to get this one out of their own end, and things are getting very physical in the corner, and we're going to have a penalty against Bradley. So Illinois State will have a power play once Bradley touches for possession, and they do so. And we get an interference call here, it looked like, or a slash. We'll see what the official says. But not a good penalty to take for the Bradley Braves. And so Illinois State's going to have a power play with 10:55 to go. So Devin Schneider's going to need to come up big here over this next 2 minutes. And looks like Logan Nigg's going to go to the box here. So Nigg will sit for 2. Holding is the official call on Nigg. And Bradley killed off their first penalty kill rather. And they are going to need to have another strong penalty kill here in a tie hockey game with 10:45 to go. It's been a good third period so far, as it was 4-1 after the first and 4-4 after 2. Pass broken up and cleared down the ice, as Illinois State's Connor Bosacki was looking for that one, but it's played here by Cole Harrison in the offensive zone. Harris applying a little bit of a forecheck, but Bradley needs to get back on defense here and kill the rest of this penalty off. Andrew Van Dyke with it now, dropping it back. Here's Viberg, scores! Power play goal. It was Viberg on the shot, might have been redirected in front, but Illinois State takes advantage of a penalty by Bradley, and this game is back to an Illinois State lead. So the Redbirds get the goal, and it's a big one, 5-4 now in favor of Illinois State. Bradley had evened it up at 4 after being down 4-1, and now they'll have to fight back again some more in this game. Still half a period left though, 10:03 to go here in this one. Now back at full strength. This one off the official, and will be played here by Bradley in their own end. The pass intended for Logan Nigg. Whitelaw played across. Now this one poked free, no stick though, and so unable to grab it. Now Logan Nigg does have a stick. He'll swing this around back to the other side. 5-4 lead for Illinois State here in Bloomington. Big collision along the wall that involves a barrage of Redbird players, including Matt Resch. Stick saved by Lindemann off the shot from Whitelaw. And this is going to bounce right to Illinois State. Here they come. Drop pass on the breakaway, and it bounced right off a defender in front. Illinois State again. Schneider gloves it and hangs on for the whistle. Let's take a look at this replay. Schneider, tough angle shot there for him, but able to grab a piece of it here. .9:07 to go here in the third. Bradley has really come back into this game after giving up 3 goals in the first 4.5 minutes. But now they've got to come from behind again here, this time 5-4 on that, thanks to that power play goal by the Redbirds. Seth Bishop trying to take a hold of this one here as he is able to push it into the zone, but the Redbirds maintain possession. Ryan Glenning across through center as it's picked up by the Redbirds. Now across the line it comes. Big shot. Schneider able to get a piece of it there. Here's Tyler Kuhn off the glove of Schneider. And look out, this one going to the corner. Jack Power wave on. And Tyler Kuhn getting into it here in the corner. High off the glass right in front of the Bradley bench at the red line. And Tyler Kuhn had it in his skates. Lost it there for a minute. And now the Redbirds will regain it. Across the line, here it comes. Nice chance. Here's a shot saved by Schneider. Has to get over, stacks the pads, and makes a nice stop. Not really much on the rebound shot there, but nonetheless, take a look at this. Devin Schneider going old school there to make the save. Nice job by him. Schneider has really played well. Had a rough start to this game, but has been locked in ever since. So we're going to get a quick little TV timeout rest here. It's a 5-4 lead for Illinois State with 8:10 to play in this third period. We'll be back right after this. Back here in Bloomington, Braves trying to claw their way back into this one once again. It's been a good one here. Bradley D2 against Illinois State D1. This game was 3-0 Redbirds, 4.5 minutes in, but it's been a tremendous comeback by the Braves. They made it 4-4. And they are looking to try and even this game up again as Illinois State scored their 5th goal just a few minutes ago on the power play. Now Corey Schwartz throwing it back to the other side. And Logan Nigg will play it here for the Braves. Or excuse me, that's Ryan Spence. Now played up the boards for Bradley, but kept in. Nice shot on goal. And held for a whistle. Corey Schwartz with a nice shot. And you can see, good look at Devin Schneider there. No problem for him there on the play. Braves quickly clear this one down, so we'll get an icing. And send it back to the Bradley defensive end here. Again, we're live from Grosinger Motors Arena in Bloomington, Illinois, about 45 minutes or so from the Peoria area. And this used to be home to a USHL team, which is the top junior league in the United States and has produced a lot of NCAA Division I players and NHL players, really. And that was the Central Illinois Flying Aces, but they are suspending operations at least for the time being. They're not playing this year, but maybe in the future they'll be back, but unfortunately just couldn't get a lot of fans to the game. But a really high-end talent was at this rink. And maybe we'll see them back here again someday at Bloomington. But here's a chance for the Braves. Open lane as the shot sailed high and wide. Braves looking to tie this thing up again. This will go back out through center, where it'll be dumped in here by Foley. And now the long stretch pass complete up the way for Illinois State as Andrew Van Dyke. Oh my, look out. Net came off his moorings as a Bradley defender went flying into it. So that will cause a stoppage in play. And you can see just didn't know where he was going. Lost sight of that net there in the corner. So we'll get the net back on its moorings and resume play. 6:44 to go in the third here. Again, I do apologize for the bouncy camera. I am managing play-by-play camera and operating our replay and graphics. I'm triple teaming it here tonight, so it's been tough, but I was really the only one available. This was a last-minute thing we threw together, or that I threw together, really. But I'm glad we were able to get this working for the Bradley fans out there and maybe some Illinois State fans as well watching. But we will be back with color commentary. We'll have a stable camera for you on Friday, next Friday, when Bradley takes on St. Louis at the Owen Center. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Here's a shot right off the line here as Schneider able to make the stop. Nice job by him. Got to say, Devin Schneider's looked pretty good here despite giving up 5 goals. He is really one of the main reasons why Bradley has been able to stay afloat in this game. 44 shots on goal for Illinois State and just 18 for Bradley. They are certainly getting outshot, but Schneider's been doing a terrific job in goal. This one missed the net and unable to be kept in by Anthony Salemi. So it'll be played back out through center. Off a stick and into the stands, out of play. So we'll do it over again here at center ice. Again, Bradley was down 3-0 4.5 minutes into this game, and it looked like it was going to be a long night. But they turned it around, made it 3-1, then 4-1, and then scored 3 in a row to make it 4-4. But then Illinois State had a power play goal about midway through this third period, and that made it a 5-4 game, and that's where we stand right now. So we march along here in this third period. Jack Power wave on, look out, giveaway. Schneider forced to make the stop, and he did just that. You can see the giveaway here. Stepping up in the slot to make that play was Max Pushchak, and no problem for Schneider. Off the draw, Braves win it back for number 18, Wes Straker, who's got it behind the goal. We're approaching the 5-minute and 30-second mark here of this third and final period. Here's a pass from Kroon, and it missed the net. Nice shot, but just not the accuracy that the Redbirds wanted as it's flipped back out through center by the Braves. Able to make the play here is Salemi as he'll bank it for his defense partner. 5:15 to go in this third period. 5-4 Redbirds. Jacob Amberstrat across the line. Broken up and thrown back out through center by the Braves. Redbirds looking to make a play. Peters trying to get his stick on that one as he gets laid out there by Trevor Kuhn. Now Peters forced to bank it off the glass. And Peters again throwing it deep, but picked off by the Redbirds as they've got speed out through center. Here they come into the zone. Thrown out in front. Look out! Big save, Schneider. And that is blown dead by the officials. We get a little jousting in front of the net here after the whistle. Nice job, though, by the Bradley defense to clear it out. As you can see, Schneider had that one in front of him, and then the referees blew the whistle to stop the play. Here we go off the draw, 4:34 to go in this period. Here's a quick shot that just missed the left pad of Schneider. And it'll be played up the boards by Bradley, but not out, as now they finally bounce it out. Spence and Ning got a little too close to each other there, so unable to make a movement here for the Braves. Nice pass across at the back door, thrown out in front off some skates. Nig will go up to the point. Now here's Schwartz with it, a big drive. And where is it? It's behind Schneider. And Bradley able to pick it up, close call there. Back the other way, here come the Redbirds, or the Braves rather. Trying to grab a hold of that puck. But Illinois State has certainly won the physical battle here tonight. They have been bumping Braves off pucks left and right. Schneider will go back to play it here for Bradley. Behind the goal, Schneider forced to sling it to the left boards. Sorrentino fumbled it there for a minute and now thrown back down the ice. This will not be an icing, says the front official. So that Sorrentino line will have to make a play. Now given up, thrown out in front of the goal, but not much wood on that one. And Bradley back the other way, or excuse me, Illinois State rather, as here they come. Here's Collada with the shot. That one hit the post, and did it go in? It did. The officials are saying it did go in, and that makes it 6-4 Redbirds. Sorry, terrible camera work on my part, I apologize. But that one just barely crossed the line and then was pulled out by the Bradley defense. And that'll make it 6-4 Illinois State. So a big goal here with 3:09, making it a 2-goal game now in favor of the Redbirds. And you can see, I can't tell who that is from up here. Looks like Logan Nig, but I can't tell for sure. Discussing with the official. Obviously is not happy about the call on the ice. That one was very close, and I mean very close. Went in and went out, just like that. And the linesman was right there. He made the call pretty clear. There was no hesitation. And obviously Logan Nig isn't going to be happy about it, but no doubt the call should stand. So the goal is going to go to Robert Collada, and head coach Brian Hamilton is obviously frustrated as well. Linesman, though, was right there to make the call. And see if we'll have any further discussion between the officials. Doesn't look like it. Hamilton, though, obviously unhappy, but will play on in a 6-4 game. So here we go. Bradley now has an even bigger hole to climb out of here with 3:07 to go. But crazier things have happened, and we'll see if the Braves can maybe claw their way back in. As being icing here against the Redbirds. Again, if you're just joining us, it was a fast start for the Redbirds. They were up 3-0 4.5 minutes into the game. And Bradley slowly crawled their way back into it. It was 4-1 after the first period in favor of Illinois State. Then 4-4 after 2. It was that way until about the midway mark of the period, and then Bradley got a penalty that sent a man to the box. Illinois State took advantage of the power play and made it a 5-4 game, and then just recently, puck that just snuck past Schneider makes it 6-4. Here's Kyle Tintera for the Braves, sending it back to the point, deflected wide of the goal by Lindemann. Kept in at the line momentarily by Peters, but now the Redbirds cut through the gap at center ice. Drop pass here. Here's Schwartz looking for the back door. Just got a piece of it and back behind the net. Matt Pesch back behind the goal now for Andrew Van Dyke. Off a stick, Redbirds keep the zone. Schwartz lost it. Peters gets it out. Top line for Bradley will come off now as Illinois State makes some headway up the ice. Into the zone, Andrew Van Dyke. Van Dyke with it now for the Redbirds. Big hit. They keep the zone. Here's a shot from the point that rolled around in front. Now poked free by Logan Nig, but he got tripped up. No penalty, though. The Redbirds will play it here. 1:40 to go in this third and final period between Illinois State's D1 team and Bradley's D2 team. So 1:33 to go now after the icing call against the Redbirds. So we'll send it back down the other way. Offensive zone draw here. Ryan Spence will be the one that takes it. But quickly, look at this attack by Illinois State. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. And Schneider will hold on for the whistle here. .122 to go. .64 your score in favor of Illinois State's Division I team as they will flip this one in. Oh, look out. We've got a man down here for Illinois State. I think he caught a stick, and they need to get the trainer out there right away. This did not look good. So the trainer will come out. Good thing he's able to glide off on his own power. Scary moment, though. That's Resch, it looked like, who went down. Looked like he caught a stick right up in that neck area. He went down right away, so they'll take him back to the locker room for some scary situation as we resume play. Braves, though, with it as they have it across the line. This one fired back in deep. 1:03 to go here. As Bradley's going to need a miracle to come back into this one. So with under a minute to play, that'll pretty much do it here. But heck of an effort by the Braves as they fought hard to get back into this game. They never gave up, and certainly a good sign despite the loss of things to come here in the future. And they have about a week or so to get ready for that St. Louis home series at the Owen Center. And we'll have those games for you. And I promise, a steadier camera, better production. We'll have color commentary. I hope you can join us for it. Should be a lot of fun here. 22 seconds to go in the third and final period. As Whitelaw will play it up through center. Whitelaw, nice move to get around the defense, but lost his footing. It'll go back out through center. 6 seconds to go. And this will be played here by Lindemann. That'll do it. The Illinois State Redbirds are going to pull away with a 6-4 win over the Bradley Braves, but a very, very inspiring effort here tonight by Bradley. They trailed big early. They fought their way back to even it up, but unfortunately for the Braves, Illinois State able to get the win here tonight. Good comeback in the third period. That'll do it. So the final, once again, Illinois State 6, Bradley 4, as the teams will shake hands at center ice. Good comeback by the Braves, but Illinois State taking advantage of their mistakes in the third period thanks to a power play goal. And then a controversial goal gave Illinois State a 6-4 lead. But that'll do it from Grosinger Motors Arena, 6-4 the final. I'm Matt Harrington. I appreciate you sticking with me tonight. I was managing the camera, the play-by-play, the production, and I know it was a little choppy, but it'll be a lot better next Friday when Bradley hosts St. Louis at the Owen Center. So I hope you can join us then. So again, one final time signing off, I'm Matt Harrington. The final 6-4 Bradley falling tonight to Illinois State. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you next Friday when the Braves take on St. Louis.